Okay, good morning, dear students. Welcome again. In the last lecture, we have discussed the increment model and waterfall model, V model, and prescriptive model. So, these are the prescriptive models. We start with the waterfall, one of the old and traditional model, also called the software life cycle models. And now, today we will discuss the one of the famous model that is the evolutionary models. So there are various evolutionary models. We start with the prototyping. First, we need to a quick look at what is the evolutionary approach. So due to the complexity in the market and business scenario, there are a very rapid change in the everything. The market is going to change, the requirement is going to change, the people is going to change, the business is going to change, everything is the very fast phase. So it will be the very unrealistic and not a viable approach to uh, to be in a straight line. So where everything is a change, we need to also change our the approach to create softwares. So we need limited versions to meet the business pressure, and first we create a core product and core requirement to understand, then gradually we need to create the advanced and then some sophisticated versions of these products. So the approach is we evolve our process over the times. So these are models, the iterative and evolving in the nature is called the evolutionary model. One of the evolutionary model is that is the prototyping. The prototyping is it identify the some common and general requirement features at the starting level, and in the node we need not consider the details specification of these features, just common and general use features. So prototyping used maybe a standalone process model, and it is also a part of the bigger complex process models like in the waterfall model. So basically, it is used to understand our requirement or problem very deeply and thoroughly. In the various steps of it will go in the iterative mode and start with the communication, where in the communication we discuss with the various stakeholders to clear our define our objective, and we also outline the area where in detail, and after that we will define those details. Then we create a quick plan and quick model and design. In this model and design, we only design those in design that part that we need to see the end user, like the human interface layouts. These are the graphical user interface and buttons, various UI, various layouts. So end user can see those parts, and he somehow grasp that this is the type of product we will get. And then we constructing and coding for those GUI and deploy and evaluated by these stakeholders, and we will get the feedback to evolve further. So this is the process. Finally, communication, quick plan, then more quick design, then coding for this prototype and deploy to the user end, and finally we will get from the feedback, and this is go in the cycle and in the repetitive iterative manner. So basically we can say this is it is a mechanism to identify and understand the requirement very deeply. The prototype model generally they are the first system. So we can treat these prototyping model by two way. One is we can use and understand the problem and throw away this prototyping. Another is we can keep it and evolve at the next level. So advantage are that this is the one of the favorite model for the stakeholders and software engineers, and user get feel that that is the actual system is immediately created for us. The disadvantage are the stakeholders see that no, it's ready, it's a final and the working product, so we can use from the today itself. And another disadvantage that the software engineer somehow the lazy approach of a humans or lazy software engineers somehow we are sometime compromised with something like chalta hai that implement we already implement the inefficient algorithm, inappropriate languages, and anan final mein we have created this prototype. And finally if we get okay our final product ready and now we use, definitely as a software engineer we already know that this is not a final product, it is a quick fix to show the end user. So definitely it will be a inefficient uh, inefficient program and final product. So these are a disadvantage. Now we will discuss the evolutionary, another evolutionary model, that is the spiral model. This is the spiral model was initially created, developed by the Barry Boehm in 88, and it is the combination of the iterative plus waterfall. That means it is the combination of a iterative approach as well as a old traditional waterfall model. It is a very rapid development model, and developed in a series of evolutionary process. In starting, we only create some core product or the prototype, then we gradually release the another